hands getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really miss their Archon. Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha. Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
Yes, we must document everything.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great. You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
Here, this is a letter from Tainari.
Oh, let me see. Oh! Ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So, you two just have some questions for me? Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Surasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me. Hey, come on! This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low, it's like digging holes in the dirt. Ugh.
Oh my god, I am so stupid. I had my mic muted. Nothing important was missed. Just a couple of snarky remarks. Nothing out of the ordinary.
So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here. Huh? Like who?
I forgot that she existed!
Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Excuse me, I have to deal with something real quick. Sorry about that. I had to deal with the cat crying this time. It's not the dog doing it. It's him. That's why I haven't been able to record in months.
All the cumbersome tests again. Watch out for pickpockets.
To this day, I still don't know what the heck Catherine is. Best guess? Some kind of machine. Considering she literally says error and rebooting as a voice line, and half of her lines aren't even, like, they don't have any recording, and sometimes they're not even the same person speaking.
Ad Astra Abyssask. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
That seemed pretty mechanical to me.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
I knew it! I knew she was a robot!
Aw, another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception.
That makes sense.
Asphalt, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar. You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
That is some of the most relevant and helpful information I have gotten in the past 3 days. I don't know who made this robot, but whoever did is a genius, and they deserve my utmost respect.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Rexar we go!
Ironically, I think that's like the first or second time that Catherine has actually made a relevant appearance in relation to the story. Is this it? Yeah, that is an old guy. I am. As a merchant, I think. I just realized this city is actually more vertical than Iazuma. It's impressive. This makes it a nightmare to navigate, too. Why get over there? Ah. Gotta go down. Gotta go up, down to go up. As beautiful as this place is not a very logical navigation pattern in the slightest. So this looks like big fish. Goat! You did it! Why was it so funny to me?
Welcome.
Dad of the
The
goat.
Adventurers Guild told me to expect you to.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own 2 hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
Then it's the old one, most likely.
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rugadavada. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rukkhadevada and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
Alright, well, thanks for the info, Osfond.
Despite it not seeming like much, that actually was pretty helpful. So I guess I'll have to do this the hard way on my own.
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
Guess I gotta just prove my worth to this thing. The question is, how?
Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Okay, that's suspicious right there. I do not trust this lady right off the bat.
Huh?
That's way too
Who
convenient.
are you?
Calling her right now? Abyss Order or a Fatui, or both.
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
That's even more suspicious.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said,
I knew it! I knew the bird on that island was her! I knew it!
"Oh, Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go."
Yeah, thanks for the story! Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Seems like that.
Dun Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her?
Something tells me that this is a similar situation to Inazuma, but even more stupid.
This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! We can't let them get in the way now! Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad!
Just go after her.
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Half of you have bandages wrapped around your wrists!
Yeah, she went that way.
That's the way that she went, you moron.
Quick, after her!
Wait a minute. They have that device as well. So did she. It literally tells you anything you want to know. They don't have to ask people. Unless the... I think I know what's going on now. Something tells me the god doesn't want people knowing about this.
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
Yeah, but that also puts suspicion on us.
Why isn't it working? I don't get it.
They're still over there.
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me.
That glow is very suspicious.
Uh-oh. Looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
That's more suspicious.
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
I swear to God, if this is an escort mission. Okay, good, it's not, or I would have lost my mind. Why am I half expecting to see the bard here? He'd be right at home. Half expecting some kind of familiar face. This is a tavern?
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
Huh?
My lady, who are these two?
I don't know how to feel about what just happened.
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
You know, I could just rat you both out if I really wanted to. I'm not like that, though, so I won't.
Wait a sec! Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
Don't try to be intimidating. It's not going to work. You're too small and non-threatening. Plus, you're not the one that does all the work.
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound.
Well, clearly you're not doing a good enough job considering she nearly got caught twice. And you were nowhere near her.
My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
I like this one.
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation.
Well, maybe if I was enlightened, then I would.
Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
Oh, this is getting real funny now, boys. Trying to pay off the bodyguard.
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles.
That's respectable.
That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents.
I feel that.
And I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. I still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to. Because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents. This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine. I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
The way you said that begs to differ.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation.
Oh boy.
Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about.
Yeah.
So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
I already like this place.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
For now. Hey boy.
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
It doesn't sound like a tired noise, it sounds like a pain noise.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure! After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Why is it that the only two darker skinned characters in this game, both Pyro Vision holders and female? It's like this game knows what people want. I'm gonna get canceled for that, aren't I? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get canceled. I don't care, I'm putting that in. I'm leaving that in. Twitter can smite me down as much as they would like to. I don't have a Twitter account. It ain't gonna affect me. It's not even that much of a hot take either.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy, but we aren't exactly loaded. Guess Paimon will settle for something ordinary.
What do you mean? Last I checked, we had over 3 million. Have you been spending it again?
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. What do you have against my slime dishes?
It's slime. Slime! That's not edible!
Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
I mean, as she said before, or at least what I can infer, somehow indirectly or directly saved her.
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Huh? Really?
Most likely a bird.
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
That is the exact voice I remember hearing on that island. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our secret person from the island. Question is, how'd she get access to it? Unless Klee's mother has some connection. Where's the psycho bomber? We need her help.
Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you.
Creepy.
Really?
That is really close to being not suitable for life.
Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt.
Okay, that last one's oddly specific.
Wow, you really do know everything.
That's all that needed to be said for you to be convinced. Oh my god. Children are so easy to convince.
Is there anything you want? Want? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen. But can you make my illness go away? Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now. Then, can you be my friend?
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Teyvat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming.
I don't know about that, because I heard a voice very reminiscent of that not that long ago.
But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat. Yes, for sure.
I believe it.
If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zerus festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zerus festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival.
Something tells me that we're gonna end up having to tussle with them at some point. And considering that they're purely knowledge-based, and they only have mercenaries, which I can easily outclass most people without visions, and considering they have basically forsaken gods, none of them would have visions, so it should not be that hard for me to deal with them. So yeah, if I want to, I can topple them.
The Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zero's festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist.
Call me a Karen because I want to see their manager and have a few quote-unquote polite words with them.
Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Something that could be likely is rebirth. Might be the same person, just different body, different personality, same soul.
Aw, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible.
Regardless, it is.
Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Yep. And it's not the first time that an Archon who is not present physically, or seemingly present, has been a protector of sorts.
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
Public's got a problem with that? They gotta deal with me. You can deal with them after me. I get first dibs.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day. But I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute.
They're gonna be overflowing with money soon.
But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Well, of course they would. Why else would they be there?
I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu? The one who sends flowers to the estate?
Ooh. Ooh.
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
I mean, I'm pretty strong, but it'd be kind of awkward. Really awkward.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
Just get a horse-drawn carriage and let me pull it. I can do that.
But of course. Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Initially, I was just there for information. Now, I'm curious. If there's one thing someone doesn't want to deal with, it's me when I'm curious. Because ain't nothing stopping me from getting my information. What the heck? Where in the world did they go? Are they magic? I think they might be, or they left me. Or both. I don't remember activating that. Oh yeah, I do. Do I? Maybe. Are we going to back roads? Why is this even a thing? Unless it's to avoid guards. What? Self-opening doors? Or what? Are we in the tree? I think we're in the tree. It's also not that long of a walk.
I've got great food and
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end.
What is it with this game today?
Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Well, for now.
Not completely.
She gets, about 1.5% more money.
Oh. And who are these two?
Curious individuals.
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land? Oh, really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to the Sub-Zerus Festival.
Yeah, at first I just wanted information about certain things. But now, I think I'm about ready to wage war on something. Well, 3 things. 2 of which I already wanted to.
By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
Wait, so you're telling me it doesn't normally look like this? I would have thought because it's inside of a tree would always look like this.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
What is it with this update bringing all of the adorable people
Wow!
that make
This
me want
place
to
is
protect them?
amazing!
He attack, he protect, but most importantly, he wage war on his enemy.
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
Yeah, there's still a bit of a mess. Just a fixer-upper, but I'm sure I could help.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely.
That's messed up. And I'm not even one for theater.
We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sub-Zerus Festival anymore.
Alright, how do I get into this place? And how do I topple them from the inside out in the most glorious way possible? Because I'm about ready to humiliate them all by making them overextend their own knowledge.
Thank the Dendra Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover.
Again, it does still look like it needs a little bit more work.
The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the 2 of us.
I really hope that both these characters are not 5 stars.
What are you gonna be doing at the festival?
Because I've already got to deal with Zhongli, the other guy, and the god.
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zerus, the most important performance at the Sub-Zerus Festival.
I don't really know what any of that meant, other than it being important. So I'll take your word on that.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Sabzeruz festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance.
I think I know which one started to drink first.
As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment." Huh? Really? Oh, you probably mean because all the gods in this story are no longer alive.
Something tells me a few of them are. Really, two of them. One of them definitely was. God dang drunk midget. I should not have called him a midget. He is not.
Although they aren't around anymore,
Does have goblin
they're
energy,
preserved in
though.
our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered Padisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Then what are these?
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Ah. Maybe the Shogun could help with that, as she seems to know her way with purples. Though she is a bit busy trying to not have the nation fall again.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real Padisaras on the stage. So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sabzeruz festival? Will you two be coming?
Yep. And if you need any extra funding, I'm sure I can handle it. And as for dealing with insubordinate idiots, I can deal with them as well.
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey, come on! There's nothing wrong with enjoying a festival. Besides, it's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. She'll be happy to have more people who are celebrating it.
Yes, that is true. But we need to keep the fact that we need information in our mind at all times. That is of the utmost importance.
So how about we all attend the Sabzeruz festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sabzeruz festival.
If there's this many people, how come no one cares?
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Something's not adding up here.
Ah, dancing at the Sabzeruz festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. If the goddess of flowers ever knew Lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too. The Sabzeruz festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is, until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life. I heard she forked out a lot of mora to make it all happen.
Swoof! Swoof! Oh, it doesn't... Oh, I wish it had the nameplate. That is a good note. What, does he just say swoof? Oh, he doesn't say swoof. That was a missed opportunity for a funny there.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an Outlander?
Yes.
Did you know that the Sabzeruz festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
Knight of Flowers? And passing out candy? Huh. It's strange. Not the weirdest thing, though. Guess the kids have to celebrate it some way.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities.
God, this man. He's built like Prince Charming, yet sounds like a Family Guy character. That is confusing.
Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the Academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
Wait, so none of the festivals that they hold have either? How is it a festival? That doesn't make sense. Even Inazuma had both, even in its most strictest form. I guess this place is more strict than that. It's concerning. Really concerning.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the Academia doesn't particularly approve of.
Oh, I know someone they would really hate.
Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Fair enough. I ain't judging. I got sensitive skin. I don't like it being all bumpy. I also don't like having all that hair on my arms or my legs. It ain't fun with band-aids. Oh, I thought that was like a carrot or something.
In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Milu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival. See?
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too?
Very important skill to have.
I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off that crown over there. Would you like to try it on?
Now I just want to have my own.
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that.
Goddess of flowers.
Junior Zod, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself.
Okay, so goddess of flowers had beautiful horns associated with the color blue and black. Who does that remind me of? Especially with the red. There's only one person that comes to mind. There's no way she could actually... That's an interesting fear I just came up with. Doubt it would be true, but it's kind of interesting to think of. There's a lot that lines up if you look into it, but... I really don't think that Ganyu is secretly the goddess of flowers. Despite the description matching. Or at least... the generalized description.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine.
And she's not behind the booth anymore? How is this possible? I didn't think she had legs. I think this one's more sentient than the others. Definitely more lively.
Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break.
Wait a minute. Every nation we've been to, she's been there. Same person. Does the whole error thing and rebooting. We know that puppet bodies are a thing from Raiden. Are the Catherines literally machines designed to be the eyes and ears for the Dendro Archon? Like Odin and his ravens. That could be a thing.
Hey, Catherine!
Oh my god, the dog is starting again.
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
That's not normal.
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day.
They have movies? That's the first time I've ever heard of it. I knew they had cameras. Didn't know they had motion pictures.
But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about his sister.
And according to the Abyss Heralds, that's pointless. I doubt it, because if it were truly pointless and she didn't care, then I'd be long dead. Considering how much of a thorn in their side I am. I'm almost as bad as Deansliff when it comes to them. Thwarting them and the Fatui at every turn. Well, thwarting one, being a mild nuisance to the other.
Yes, and you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
That is the same moral of that story that I was told. Involving the god. You're her, aren't you?
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
I just said that!
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
Yup.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
You don't say.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Has to do with the festival, doesn't it?
Are you serious? We'd love that.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dia.
Well, that's where I'm gonna have to end it for tonight because it is getting really late. So hopefully I can pick this up tomorrow.